I do apologize for small technical difficulties here that we have at the stadium. I do apologize for that. It was been an interesting start to the game, Arvind, with BFC's captain already rattling the post.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I too apologize for the slight technical difficulties we're facing at this point in time. The scores right now are 0-0, with Sunil Chhetri coming closest to scoring a shot from outside the box, rattling the woodwork over there, with just fingertip saved by the keeper from Bombay. It's been a pretty interesting few minutes. Both teams are playing some end-to-end stuff, with most of it being Bengaluru in search of the first goal.
We see a small pattern developing here with the play coming down mostly on the right-hand side towards Udanta with his blistering pace. I think that's a game plan that Ashley Westwood has looked to exploit here.
Udanta making his debut, of course, today after having 2 games as a substitute. Coach Westwood has gone in with quite a few youngsters in this game. Ralte, Shankar and Udanta all coming from the under-23 system. Rooney brought down, and there's a loud cheer from the crowd hoping for a card from the referee over there.
It's a big decision here, Arvind. It should be, depending on whether he was last man or not, there could be a colour of the card that the coach in Mumbai is not looking at.
Big moment very early on in the game. The referee is conferring, getting the opinion of the linesman over here to decide future course of action. There seems to be a lot of huddle.
In these situations, Arvind, I mean, it's interesting because according to the rules, it's only the captain that's supposed to go and sort of have a, if you could put it, a mild discussion with the referee. And
it's just a warning, with loud boos coming in from the west stand here at the Kanteerava Stadium. They, of course, were hoping for a different colour. Big moment, though, very early on in the game. Promising position for Bengaluru to take their free kick from.
They have many takers here for this, Arvind. I mean, we've got Joshua Walker, of course, who's now become the designated penalty taker for Bengaluru FC. And we also do have India's captain, Sunil Chhetri, lining up there.
I'm sure Eugene Sin, Walker, Chhetri, Rooney, all of them will be lining up for this. So it's going to be interesting who ends up taking it in the end. Everybody looking to get on that score sheet. The front 3 for Bengaluru haven't really clicked this season. But the last few games have produced a fair number of goals for Bengaluru FC. 3 goals in the previous game, which was a drawn affair, and the one before that was a 4-0. So it seems like we have a winner for the Bengaluru FC. And that strikes the wall, unfortunately. Going for the rebound, Keegan Pereira strikes it into the penalty box. A bit of a scuffle going on, Chhetri holding up play. Pereira looking to cross with his right, but I think that's a little too deep for Rooney, who plays it straight into the hands of the Mumbai keeper.
As you can see there, it was well thought of from Rooney, actually. He tried to go under the wall rather than go over it. Now, that is, again, one of the sort of techniques a lot of strikers use to sort of try and outthink the goalkeeper.
Apart from it being a big game for Bengaluru, it's also an extremely important game for Mumbai to see what they're made of. Coming on the back of a 6-0 drubbing, the coach came out to say that they're going to be happy if they just get a point from this game. So I don't know if that's going to be an indication of how deep they're going to sit and just wait for that possibly one goal. Looking for a quick break. Referee says off the hand of Chhetri. Unfortunate call there.
As you can see from the beginning of the game, it looks like that way, Arvind. That Mumbai FC are happy to sit back in their own half and wait for a chance to break. Situations like this, long ball situation where they can get it up there to their big striker, who's been the bane of Bengaluru. He's scored against us every time he's played against us. Joe Smart Martins. He actually has 5 goals this season.
Deep ball in, and Reno Ento over there just shielding the ball away from Joshimar. Goal kick for Bengaluru FC. No real threat so far from the Mumbai front line. The Bengaluru FC looking to build from the back. Johnson to Shankar. Shankar is actually impressed in the few games that he's played, and it looks like he's won over the confidence of Coach Westwood. Came on to score an important goal in the last game.
And he does play that very interesting role in the holding midfield. And now we have Udanta, who's trying to make waves on the right, gets the foul, draws the foul. Very clever play there from Udanta, shielding the ball, knowing it was a 2 versus 1 situation, and just making sure that he gets enough contact to go down there.
Mumbai have to be careful with all the fouls they're conceding. One of them could actually turn up in Bengaluru's favour. Bengaluru not shy of some tall players themselves, with Johnson, Osano right in the midst over there. We are hoping for a Johnson special with this particular set piece. Let's see if he can deliver.
Mumbai's coach has been warned a few times here, Arvind, for walking out of his technical area. Khalid Jamal doesn't seem to... he seems more eager to get on the field.
And striking the wall, it's a two-man wall and the player just managed to hit the wall. I think that's slightly unfortunate. Poorly taken free kick there. A quick run back, looking to counter Mumbai FC over here. Playing it out wide to the right. Crossing wings now all the way out to the left. Struggling to sort of maintain a momentum over here. Looking and couldn't make a quick counter attack. Easy clearance for Bengaluru FC. Rooney looking to shield the ball. He plays fantastically well in that role with his back to the goal. Looking for support over here. Captain Chetri making a run, but Rooney decides against.
Yeah, there again was a clear-cut sign there on Bengaluru, making sure that they're able to keep the ball. Walker trying to find a gap through the centre. It was a high boot. And I don't see why the Mumbai players seem to be complaining on that. It was clearly above Eugene's head there.
Eugene might be slightly short, but I don't think that's any excuse for the player from Mumbai over here.
He's as good as a local boy, Arvind. Eugene, in fact, studied from Bishop Gordon's here in Bangalore, so we can count him as he's a big local boy here, and a big hit with the fans as well since he joined us from his parent club.
Eugene actually is one of the leading scorers for Bengaluru this season. Bengaluru FC getting a lot of their goals from the midfield. Of their 21 goals this season. Udanta with a neat flick there, but shooting way over the goal post over here.
This shows Ashley Westwood's sort of eye for talent here, Arvind. He's picked up Udanta, was one of the top talents out at TFA, and that was a small sort of indicator of what he's capable of doing.
Promising times ahead indeed for Udanta Singh. The shot a bit off target over there, but we're hoping for more things from this promising young lad from the Tata Football Academy. Goal kick for Mumbai FC. Ghosh to take it. Keegan going for the header to Osano. Osano back to Ralte, who's going to clear it off his lines. Quite comfortably there. Not too many players pressing forward.
I think Ralte here has got a sort of double-edged sword over Mumbai FC. His old team, we bought him from Shillong Lajong this season, and they went 6-0 up against Mumbai. He has a chance here to rub it in a little more here, Arvind.
It's going to be challenging for someone like Ralte, especially if Mumbai decide to sit deep and wait for a counter or just look to sneak that goal in. For him to stay aware and alert at all times is going to be challenging, and hopefully he's up to the task, which he has been for most of this season. He's actually been quite fantastic for Bengaluru FC. Keegan back to Asano, just looking for that break in play. Bengaluru looking to hold on to possession, and I think this is a good change as compared to the previous game's first half where Bengaluru lacked that energy. I really think that they've come through over here. Udanta claiming for a foul. Referee didn't think so. Go down the left, but he lost there. The gaffer with a few skills of his own.
He looks fit enough to play himself, Arvind. Ashley Westwood himself being a great player. A player of his time, during his time, and before his coaching became his main forte. Here we have Walker looking through. Neat play there from Rooney and Chetri. Rooney looking across. They unfortunately hit the first defender. But again, this seems to be the pattern of the first half. Bengaluru FC keeping the ball and looking to make inroads into the Mumbai FC defense.
Throw in for Bengaluru FC. Keegan to Asano. Again, really building from the back. Bengaluru looking to hold on to more possession this time around. I think there's a definite change in strategy when Chetri and Rooney play up top without Robin Singra, and I think part of the game plan from Bengaluru FC is more of the long ball when Robin's playing, because you have both Robin and Rooney coming back to the game for a second. Rooney with the flick on, and that's a good save by Ghosh from Mumbai, the goalkeeper from Mumbai. A good break down the right again, Kabir, like you mentioned. A lot of action happening down the right wing for Bengaluru FC.
A clear indicator of how Udanta is able to use his space, and now with Mumbai playing a deep line, I think that adds more potency to someone like Udanta, because that little bit more space is available for him. Yes, I know he won't be able to look behind the line, but it still gives him time to get through it. And here we have Mumbai trying to keep the ball. As you can see there, it's very quickly, as soon as Mumbai gets the ball, Bengaluru looks to break play very effectively with Shankar as well as with Josh Walker and Eugenson. We have Chetri here hustling, keeping the ball, playing it back to Osano, keeping possession here very neatly. Again, playing it across to Johnson. You see that all they're looking for is that one through ball through the defense there with nice long diagonal from John Johnson. Very unfortunate that it went out of play.
Goal kick for Mumbai FC. We'll be back very shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Slight technical difficulties here at the Bengaluru football team's home ground, Kanteerava. The score still at 0-0 as Bengaluru pile on the pressure but still unable to find that breakthrough. Eugenson to Osano. Osano looking up, not finding anybody and just switching over to the right to Johnson.
I don't think it's a case of not finding anyone. I think more content to keep the ball on the ground here and find a through ball, because if you look, they don't have that traditional number 9. I mean, yes, Rooney does a great job. Here we have Walker trying to find across Cross across the box, and we have Shankar keeping possession for Bengaluru FC. And I think this is what Shankar gives the team here, just to hold on to that ball extra. Nice ball down the line to Reno Anto. Anto looking to cross, makes the cross. Unfortunate there that Walker couldn't get on the end of it. Mumbai FC looking to break out from the back here. Trying to make a few plays here, a few passes. Laterally, again they look for the long ball. I think that's sort of their game plan here, Arvind.
It was interesting when Mumbai FC got possession of the ball after Bengaluru had a attempted shot on goal, that they didn't have any of their players in the opposing half. So Mumbai really sitting deep with even their striker Joshima doing some defensive duties here. Good run down the flank by Reno Anto, dispossessed, and Mumbai FC slowly building down the left flank, hoping to find a pass. Dispossessed by Shankar. Shankar seems to be doing a great job in disrupting play, and I think that's going to be one of his key roles. Him playing deep in the midfield allows Walker and Eugenson to play a slightly more attacking position, which I think they relish a lot more. In the previous game, Josh Walker had to sit a little more deeper, trying to play the role that Shankar is today, and I think he fancies himself in this position far more.
What he also gives the team here is that he gives an opportunity for players like Reno Anto and Keegan Pereira to bomb down the wings, because he's there to break up play during that transition period from attack to defense. I think he holds his role in midfield there, making sure that he's able to cover on either side for these kind of attacking players, which gives Bangalore so many more options when they have possession of the ball.
Score still at 0-0. Bengaluru FC have to be careful here in their anxiety to score first. They must not lose patience. Mumbai, of course, coming on the back of that 6-0 drubbing, will be trying their best to hold on to a clean sheet if possible. So they're going to really sit deep and defend. So it's going to be a question of nerves and patience and who comes out on top. As we can see, Mumbai still playing the deep game, trying to hold possession, play little triangles, very close to the penalty area. Quite dangerous here, but good turn there by the player from Mumbai over there.
We had Eugene there breaking up the play, but the added advantage what Bangalore have is their 12th man, Arvind. The crowd here in Bangalore is fantastic. It seems to have, sort of brings out the extra spirit. There's a great ball called offside. He went in too early, and the ref hasn't seen that and has called. I don't know if the referee there decided to play on, Arvind.
The linesman had his flag up very early. It was an interesting call from the main referee there. I would have thought that he would have broken a play right away. Few nervous movements there for the Bengaluru defense, but nothing coming off it in the end. Not troubling Ralte. Shankar to Eugenson. Eugenson on the right side here. Down the flank, Udanta looking up, waiting for the play. Eugenson attempted harsh tackle there, Kabir.
In all honesty, that looked like a foul to me, Arvind, but the referee seemed to have a better view of it. And here again, Mumbai trying to build play, and then there you see Captain Chetri coming back, tracking back and winning the ball back. And I think this is another aspect of Bengaluru FC's play, Arvind. Everyone comes back when they lose possession of the ball. Again off the ball tackle there again from the Mumbai FC captain. And he's shooting a thin line here, Arvind.
Early, it's turning out to be a physical contest over here. Quite a few fouls being drawn out by the Bengaluru FC players. So I think the Bengaluru FC players are going to keep pushing on to the Mumbai FC's penalty area. A huge cheer from the crowd with a quick free kick taken there by the Bengaluru FC.
If Johnson looking to make a diagonal here, again keeping possession of the ball and looking to make inroads. There we have Shankar trying to find the killer pass, and Keegan's been called for a foul there. I didn't see too much wrong with that, but there we go again, a quick free kick from Mumbai, and they're looking for that long ball straight up to their top goal scorer.
Foul by Joshimar from Mumbai FC, quickly taken by Shankar. Coming back to the point you were making earlier about Chetri, Rooney, and the forward line in large, about them tracking back and putting in defensive duties. I think that's been a key part of this Bengaluru FC team. They might not have scored a lot of goals this season, just 6 out of the entire 21 that Bengaluru have scored, something that's been pointed out repeatedly to Coach Westwood, but he seems quite content with his players. And with 8 games still remaining, offside there, called on Eugeneson. But coming back to the point I was making, the front line, yes, should score far more goals for the amount of opportunities they create, but they have put in a very good work rate for the coach.
Yeah, but it also shows the fluidity of the midfield, Arvind, there, that they're able to get into the box and make opportunities for themselves. Players like Eugene, as you mentioned, is scored 4 goals this season, and we have Toy with 4 himself, and Beko with another 2. So you have players from midfield making these runs and making these goals, and this gives Bangalore a different threat from other teams. And here we have Mumbai trying to keep possession. Again, it's just, as you see, it's a pattern of the game. They're not able to hold on to the ball.
I think Mumbai at this point of time is more keen to just break play, just sort of not let Bengaluru build any sort of momentum, with a long ball there by Keegan to Rooney. Referee says play on, despite some tugging there by the Mumbai FC defenders. Joshimar holding up play, waiting for his teammates to join him, looking to make a run down the left. Mumbai still struggling to string together some meaningful passes, holding on to possession but not really being able to push ahead. Shankar yet again breaking play, like we've said earlier. He seems to have played this very important link between defense and midfield, and he's able to sort of allow the creative players to find their way. Udanta down the right with some trickery there, looking for the cross. Cleared comfortably in the end without a foul called on Walker.
Bangalore has actually got 2 19-year-olds on the field, Arun. I think Ashley Westwood's way of going forward is the youth. We have Shankar and Udanta, who are under 23, but actually who are 19 years old. So I mean, it's a fantastic future here for not just Bangalore football, I think, but Indian football as well.
Most definitely promising signs, and with more competitive games, these youngsters are going to develop their skills. And shot from a distance there, easily dealt with by Ralte in the end. First shot on target for Mumbai FC.
Mohammad Rafi there taking the shot on target. He plays right wing for Mumbai. We've got again Rooney here coming back. Rooney dropping all the way till half line to make sure that we can keep possession of the ball. And there we have Shankar with a beautiful diagonal ball for Reno Anto, and Reno looking to play a ground cross there just to see if they can catch Mumbai off guard. And here you see again Mumbai trying to keep possession of the ball. 2 passes and then making the long ball again.
Just past the half-hour mark at this point of time. Still 0-0, but traffic's pretty much been one way. Handball there, pretty deliberate there from the player from Mumbai. Referee quickly rushing to ensure that the free kick is...
He seems to be very lenient in this game as of now. I think there are a few fouls that could have, depending on other referees and the other way they would have seen it, cards would have come flying.
Joshua Walker taking his rightful place over the ball, looking to... Oh, sorry, I think that's in fact Sean Rooney looking to cross the ball. Joshua Walker actually at the center of the penalty area. Rooney sends the cross in, punched away by the keeper. Ghosh, scuffle happening, and the referee calls a foul for Bengaluru.
Rather unfortunate there. Again, you see the aerial threat that Bengaluru FC poses. You have the other thing that Shankar gives Bengaluru FC is a certain amount of height in not only defensive situations but offensive situations as well. Like his last game where he scored a very telling header when he came onto the ground.
Very important game that for Bengaluru FC. Managed to go away with a point, but it was a really hard-fought game for them. The goalkeeper here calling for some time from the referee. I think the Bengaluru FC players want them to get a move on. They seem quite anxious here.
A few boos ringing out in the stadium here, Arvind. It's fantastic to see that there is local support even for our local boys playing in for the position. We have Amos and Kudimani who play for Mumbai FC, and there are big banners here at the stadium at Bengaluru FC's home on the right hand side, saying that we are proud to welcome Amos back home. And here we have the crowd are urging BFC up here.
Play resuming after a slight delay there. Crowd really getting behind the BFC over here, urging them on. They truly are the special 12th man, so to say, for the Bengaluru FC. Keegan looking to clear down the line with a mishit pass over here. Ball's actually out of bounds. Throw in for Mumbai. One of the things that Mumbai FC have done well, and they're a constant threat, as you can see with that one, is the throw-ins. Set pieces and throw-ins in particular seem to be a very strong suit for the Mumbai FC, and something that I'm sure Coach Westwood would have discussed with the team there. Osano with some nifty skill, sending Joshimar the wrong way there.
Shankar breaking out of the ball here, and then the referee's not doing favors here by getting in the way of that. Purely unintentional. And there, Eugene, I think it was completely out of frustration there that from a counter-attacking point of view, they just lost the ball out of I mean, you wouldn't look at it, but no harm of theirs or no harm of the referee either. It's not like this was intentional. We do have the Mumbai FC players constantly in the referees here.
Dean Pereira for the Mumbai FC to take the free kick, the captain himself. I'm sure they would have had a few words after the way they defend. Chetri breaking up play there, coming back. Eugeneson looking for a quick break. Walker on the ball now, looking up to Danta, deciding instead to go with Eugeneson down the middle. Eugeneson shot from a distance, but a little off. And I think a few of the Bengaluru FC players wondering why he took a shot from that far out when he had a few other options to go to.
And on his weaker foot as well, Keegan had actually made a great run on the outside. To sort of to try and expand the play, which is what BFC have done fantastically well, where they've outnumbered the opposition in their own midfield by getting their wing backs as such. I would say left and right back, but in a situation where Shankar's playing, you can actually call them wing backs. And there we have again Mumbai FC looking to play long, flick on back to Osano. Sano cleans up well, plays to Eugene. Eugene looks to Walker. Walker, interesting thing is, Arvind, he uses both his feet fantastically well. We have Udanta trying to break on the right there and gets a throw in for Bengaluru FC.
Walker is one of the few good ambidextrous players in the I-League. He seems at ease with both his left and his right feet. Throw in here for Bengaluru. Reno enter to take the throw in. Walker again looking to disrupt play. Going down with a harsh tackle from the Mumbai player there.
Looks like it could be a recurrence of his, maybe got hit on his hamstring as well, Arvind, there. And he was out for a couple of weeks for Bengaluru FC because of that slight hamstring strain.
Absolutely. He's, of course, one of the integral cogs of this Bengaluru FC team coming in this season for the Bengaluru team. Coach Westwood, of course, having him play almost all the games this season in the I-League. I think he's played about 10 of the 12 games so far. So very clearly, Coach Westwood has a few of his players that he's played throughout the league and rotated a few of them. So while there has been change, there has also been that stability. In the back, for example, you've had Curtis, Johnson, Ralte and Reno Anto play all the games. You have Chetri, you have Rooney play most of the games as well. So there is a fair amount of stability. Eugeneson, of course, being the breakthrough player for Bengaluru this season. So he's also played a fair bit of games for the team and had a positive impact. Shankar, of course, now slowly breaking into this squad with good performances both in the Asian Cup and in the few games that he's gotten to play at the I-League over here.
Eugene, another thing that Eugene brings to the team is here his dead ball situation where he's able to, his delivery has been fantastic this season. With Eugene there, they're playing it short to Reno, and then sort of training ground regime there. Ball comes out to Keegan. Keegan looks to Walker. Walker looking up to make that pass. Plays to Udanta. Udanta with some neat footwork there, but unfortunately his pass couldn't do that justice. Johnson keeps possession of the ball by playing it back to Ralte. Again, as you see here, Bengaluru are being patient with the ball, Arvind. They're keeping the ball, just looking to tire out, I would say, Mumbai FC's defense. Playing it wide, making the pitch as big as possible. This is again, and great hold-up play there by Chetri, managing to hold the defender off. So neat play again by Keegan, looking for Eugene. Eugene to Chetri. Chetri with the cross. Unfortunately, straight into the keeper's hand. But that is an example of fantastic passing and movement. In fact, third man running there, Arvind.
Chetri might not have had the most productive of seasons for Bengaluru, but he always amazes with his work ethic, and you could clearly see the talent on display over there with the neat 1-2 with Keegan Pereira before crossing it. Unfortunately, Ghosh, of course, made a good collect of that. A bit of scruffy play over here with possession being interchanged between the teams. Walker clearly livid with the referee for the foul there, and the yellow card has been brought out yet again. So
there we go. We've finally got the referee to give a card here, and it took a while. It's taken almost 40 minutes for the referee's patience to run out, and we have Walker overlooking the ball. The ball seems to be extremely straight here, so it'll be interesting to see how they do it. There they play it wide, as I see, to make the angle better. Reno with the cross. Oh, Danta with the dive in. Unfortunate. Rooney still trying to get there. And Mumbai FC somehow get out of that and get a corner. Give a corner away.
Yet another goal mouth scruffle over here. This is getting quite intense. Bengaluru FC have to convert one of these in the near future as Eugeneson steps up to take the corner. Keegan looking to run in for a short corner, but Eugeneson decides to send it deep, and Shankar with the header over the bar. The keeper Ghosh over there claiming for a foul, but referee says nothing doing. Play on. He was actually off the line, and it could have been a dangerous position for them if Shankar had gotten it on goal.
This is another thing that goalkeepers take for sort of, I wouldn't say granted, Arvind, but the protection that they get from referees nowadays is interesting to note, because again, goalkeepers take it for granted that they're going to get a decision out of referees, but it's very subject to referee on referee here.
Absolutely. Another goal kick for Mumbai FC. The Mumbai coach Khalid Jamil should be happy with his team so far. They've not conceded yet, and coming off the previous result, I think his first priority would have been to ensure that they don't concede an early goal. Psychologically, they must still be recovering from that. So they've done well so far, but the question is, can they maintain this going into the game as the game grows longer?
It's going to take a lot out of them physically to maintain the shape one and the dedication to it. Is good ball trying to find Joshimar again. Again, they're using the aerial ball to see if they can get through. But with Johnson and Osano, I think that's going to be extremely hard. Because Johnson has been absolutely fantastic this season with his aerial ability. In the last two games, I think, Arvind, he hasn't even lost a ball in open play, aerially, in fact.
The Bengaluru team, of course, having conceded 3 goals in their previous game, looking to keep a clean sheet themselves. So I think both defenses will be looking to ensure that they don't concede at this point of time. Throw in for Mumbai FC. Still looking to push towards the Bengaluru FC goal. Good tackle there by Reno Anto.
We have Mumbai looking to make a cross again to Joshimar. A fair bit wide here. Mumbai trying to keep the ball in Bengaluru FC's half, earning themselves a corner here. Mumbai seem to be taking their time to take this corner, just running the clock down, trying to get in there at time at 0-0.
A little against the run of play, Mumbai FC seem to have won this corner, and it could be a tricky situation for Bengaluru FC just at the stroke of halftime. They need to make sure that they are able to deal with this and concentrate and ensure that they go into the halftime break with parity. Ralte there pushing it over. I don't think that the corner kick was meant for any direct shot on goal, but Ralte dealing with it well nonetheless.
As you see, no hurry to take the corner. As we mentioned, just trying to run the clock down here. Bengaluru's have to keep their concentration. This could be extremely tricky situations. They played wide, again looking for Joshimar, and again you see Johnson able to win another aerial battle.
Throw in for Mumbai FC. You can expect a long throw in from them, almost like a set piece for them. Mumbai currently languishing at 7th position in the I-League, will be looking to get every point they can at this point of time. Choosing instead to go for the shorter ball, and a cross, good cross from Mumbai FC, but a foul called by the referee. No real threat so far apart from that one shot towards Ralte, and of course the previous corner kick which was pushed over, which wasn't really intentional in my mind, but Ralte had a little bit of work to do there nonetheless. Walk Pereira, Keegan making a good run down the left side, looking up for his options. Chetri is one of them. He finds Chetri there. Chetri holding up play quite well. Two minutes of additional time being called. Foul there on Chetri. And Chetri's really been giving a tough time to these Mumbai FC players, really making his presence felt so far.
And number 15, Rahul there from Mumbai FC, sporting the headgear there, Arvind. I think he's just a precautionary measure there to make sure that previous injury doesn't reoccur. We have Eugene over the ball with all the so-called big boys of Bengaluru FC up there. Eugene's delivery, looking for Shankar. There it gets through. It's rather unfortunate that it went over the post. It was a great set play there. Reno Anto, in fact, trying to get on the end of it there. Was rather unlucky that he's... I don't know how much he knew about it, but it ended up spurring over the post.
Ghosh over at goal for Mumbai FC clearly enjoys rushing towards the ball, and he made quite a bit of mess of that one there, as I think Shankar won the header, and then Reno Anto at the far post had an open goal, but unfortunately was unable to convert the opportunity. Goal kick for Mumbai. Johnson wins again. Shankar with the tackle there. Ralte was with an easy collect, looking for a quick break. Bengaluru FC players trying to make the pitch as wide as possible over here, with Keegan and Reno Anto on either side, sort of really allowing the pass and movement that Bengaluru FC have developed so well in the 1 year that they have played under coach Westwood.
I think also credit has to be given to the groundsman here at the Kanteerava, Arvind, for that. And at that we have the stroke, the whistle for half time, and we have the score at 0-0.
We'll be back on the other side of the half. Thank you. think he'd ask them to stay patient, keep working those. I think they are going to wear down this Bombay defense with their quick passes and make the best of it, and at the same time caution to his defense to make sure that they're alert at all times, not concede. Rooney calling for the ball early, but heavy touch there by Reno, being dispossessed by the player from Mumbai FC, there, Jayesh Rane. Mumbai FC seem to get dispossessed as they head towards the Bengaluru FC goal. So they really need to sort of build on their play with a bad tackle there on Eugeneson. And the referee were able to manage to get that offside call for themselves. So they're really playing making the space very, very small for Bengaluru to sort of allow their creative players to break through. The Bengaluru FC, of course, have to find a way to break this down if they hope to score and catch up on Mohan Bagan.
I think it's a clear test of their patience here, Arun. I mean, here this is a system where they're asking Bengaluru to come and break them down, and they're hoping for one long ball or one dead ball situation where they can make a lucky break here. And this is, as you mentioned, Mumbai FC are quite potent in their throw-ins and corners this season.
They favor the long throw-ins. They got quite a few of them to win the aerial ball for them, and but this time around going for the short throw-in. I think it's the commentator's curse. Every time we call out their long ball play, they've gone in for the short throw-in, quick throw-in. So let's see how this pans out for them as they have yet another throw-in.
You see, this is also another indicator here. You have all 11 players of BFC as well. You have Walker instruct that push up the field so that they push back a few of the Mumbai FC players. There we go. We have the long throw. Comes to the edge of the box. Again, referee comes unfortunately in the way of Walker trying to close down, and a really sort of hit and hope shot from outside the box there.
The referee tonight not making any friends here in Bengaluru. Osano with the long ball now looking for Udanta. Udanta has been quite quiet after his initial few moments in the first half. He could potentially be one of the players that Coach Westwood looks to replace as we near towards the 60th minute mark or the 70th minute mark. Quite a bit of firepower on the bench for Bengaluru FC. We of course have Robin Singh, who's scored in the last few games. We have Beko as well. So options are plenty. That's a good cross from Eugeneson looking for Sunil Chetri, was making the diagonal run over there, unfortunately dispossessed by Mumbai FC. Mumbai FC yet again deploying the long ball to no avail as Johnson breaks play for them. It's a bit of back and forth, pinball sort of football going on over here between Mumbai and Bengaluru with the long crosses being deployed.
With summer coming in now, Arvind, it'll be interesting to see the fitness level of these players. It's not exactly cool temperatures here in Bangalore.
It isn't, but what's also interesting is that the Bengaluru FC squad have played far more games than the Mumbai FC squad this entire season, with the Asian Cup going on to win the Federation Cup and now moving towards the business end of the I-League. So their fitness levels have really been lifted up a notch by Coach Westwood, knowing the strains of this season ahead. Coach Westwood, as always, unmoved in the technical area. The very few times that you do see him animated, it's more towards the fourth official than any of his players.
We also have, I think, the backroom, Ashley Westwood's backroom staff to appreciate in this sort of situation on their fitness levels, and a lot has to do also with their physio Stephen Connor, who's actually worked with Coventry.
Fair bit of experience coming in from the English FA for Bengaluru FC. Few influences there, of course, with Coach Westwood. John Johnson there, Walker with that quick tip over. Eugeneson looking for Udanta waiting on the ball. Quick release for Rooney. Rooney looking for the far post, and that goes across the face of goal.
Walker there. We have Chetri firing it across again. and should get a corner out of that. It looked like a definite deflection, but the referee has gone and called a goal kick there. There you can see the absolute quick thinking of both players there. I mean, Walker making the run from deep midfield to come through and have that shot on target. There again, his ambidextrous ability to come out where he's able to use his right and his left. And here you can see some whistles coming out for the fact that they want the goalkeeper to take the quick kick quickly.
John Johnson and Shankar particularly animated with the referee, clearly indicating to him to get the game moving along over there. Osano, unchallenged, wins the header quite comfortably. Mumbai FC moving down the right flanks, being dispossessed over there by Eugeneson. Eugeneson pressing hard, hoping to win the ball back for Bengaluru. Dane Pereira switching back and getting the ball quickly, looking for a release down the right side. Osano, of course, staying close to his man over there and winning the ball, looking to play out the throw-in, but dispossessed by Joshimar. Over there by, but again, not too many people in the box. Mumbai FC easily done. Anto passes to Rooney. Rooney holds up play. Rooney plays fantastically well with his back towards goal. The sheer upper ball hold play off. A bad foul there on Udanta, and he's clearly taken a bad nick towards his ankle.
I think he was a bit naughty there, Arvind. I think he went pretty high up. He was nowhere close to the ball on that end, and the referee seems to have caught that. But again, another good good placement for Bengaluru FC. We just hope that Udanta is okay. He's made himself, got himself back to his feet gingerly.
Eugeneson to take the free kick for Bengaluru FC. The usual suspects there, of course. Walker looking for the rebound, if any. Eugeneson sends in a lovely ball across goal. Shankar going in there for the header. Walker's going to take a snap at this, and that goes across. That was really close by Walker. This time with his left foot. Walker coming close to goal in the second half. First with his right foot and now with his left foot. Winning Bengaluru FC yet another corner. Can something come out of this? Hopefully so for the Bengaluru FC team.
And earns a corner there, and this should test them again. As you mentioned, Ghosh seems to be trying to come out every single time and catch the ball, Arvind, but with no avail since this game has begun, at least. And unlucky here, the delivery wasn't able to clear the first man at the post. I don't think Westwood would be too happy with that.
Eugeneson by far has been quite brilliant with his set pieces. In fact, scoring from a corner in one of the games for Bengaluru FC. That doesn't happen too often in a player's life, so I think what you could mark this down as one of his off shots. Udanta squaring it up for Shankar. Challenge coming in for Mumbai. 2-footer challenge there from Joshima. Should receive a booking from the referee. Points to the ball, but that was a blatant 2-footer challenge from Joshima there. Quite clearly heated scenes here. Johnson getting in the mix over here, but very quickly, of course, realizing that it's all fair in this game and quickly getting back to normal. Rooney stepping over to take a free kick this time around with his left foot.
Again, one of the local boys there, Kudimani, who is there, Mumbai FC, and I think Johnson will go back. A great delivery there by Rooney. Again comes out, Ghosh punches it out, goes straight to Eugene. Eugene's shot has been sent back towards Bengaluru FC's own half. You have Keegan looking up, making a nice diagonal ball towards the rushing Reno Anto. Unfortunately, Anto couldn't, clearly shows his frustration there, not being able to reach the ball. He also has turned out to be a goal threat for a goal-scoring wingback for Bengaluru FC with a goal in the previous game.
More than his goal, I think his runs down the right flank for Bengaluru FC and his assists have been invaluable for the Bengaluru FC team. It almost feels like we're not at the start of the second half, but more towards the end, as we saw with that corner where the entire team is attacking. Johnson with a powerful header, but quite over-aggressive there for the referee's liking.
Again, this is what Mumbai FC are looking for. Their sort of the dead ball situations where they can float the ball into the box. Pereira with the trying to a nice long diagonal ball there, but the header goes straight to Ralte. Ralte looking for a quick distribution again. It shows again that Ralte, with a keeper like him in play, Arvind, Bengaluru is able to keep the ball on the ground. He's looking for that quick release, makes the immediate pass to Johnson and to Asano to make sure that the ball's on move on ground itself.
I think most goalkeepers fancy themselves as forwards and think they have pretty nifty footwork. So far, Ralte, of course, hasn't had too many goof-ups.
I think, in fact, Ralte did start his career as a forward, Arvind.
Interesting fact there from Kabir. I had no idea about that, but I think he's better served for Bengaluru right now. Bengaluru have scored 21 goals this season and conceded just 13, if I'm not wrong, 14 in fact. So
you have the crowd there making their voice heard. The 12th man asking for Robin to come on. You have a nice diagonal ball played to Reno here. Reno looking up, trying to find a pass through. Makes the cross with his left. You got Rooney jumping. Won the header, deflected. It's come out to Chetri. Still playing through. Rooney looks for the foul there, but it's rather unfortunate he couldn't get it. Plays up and running through for Mumbai. They're looking to break out here. Again, they're struggling to find a pass here, Arvind. They're just looking for that long ball. Now they've managed to get it out to the right wing. Oh, it's a good move here, right down the right wing. They're looking for the cross. They got the cross towards Joshimar, but again, Johnson's in the way.
The wall for the Bengaluru FC there, but quite nervy moments there as it was a one-on-one situation between Johnson and Joshimar. Joshimar quite clearly being the only lone threat for Mumbai FC, the most likely person to score for them. Good clearance in the end, but the Bengaluru FC team would be looking to close down this corner kick as quickly as possible.
And a goal threat that's known to Bangalore, Arvind. He scored against Bangalore on all his previous occasions that he's played against us.
I'm sure the support staff and Coach Westwood would have indicated that. And that's a goal against the run of play. And the coach has taken off. Khalid Jamil has gone down the touchline. Mumbai FC shock goal against Bengaluru there. As we predicted, set pieces turn out to be their release, as to say. Now it's going to be really, really interesting to see how Bengaluru FC recover from this.
I think this is exactly Khalid Jamal's sort of game plan here, and he might overzealous reaction to the goal there might end up in the referee's book for that, but I don't know if the referee caught that. Referee ushering the Mumbai players to move back into position, because all of this could be taken in as time wasting.
Earlier, the first goal is really going to define or redefine how this game is going to be played now. I'm sure there are going to be more now. Mumbai moving down the right flank yet again. Some changes quite eminent from the Bengaluru FC bench.
I think immediate changes, and Robin has come out to get ready, and I think we have I think Beko as well looking to come on here. Might be a quick double substitution, maybe even a triple substitution there from Ashley Westwood. We have and there Keegan looking for a cross there, but was fouled from the Mumbai FC right back there. And this is again a situation where Bengaluru should be able to make impact, and we have Ashley Westwood exchanging there with the fourth official asking for some clarity on why the player is still on the pitch.
Clearly no love lost between the fourth official and Coach Westwood. The support staff seem to be getting involved in this. This match is turning quite physical. I think the coach from Mumbai FC is clearly outside his technical area and must be asked to return, rightfully so, into the technical area. we can understand his anxieties as his team's coming off 2 losses and currently languishing at 7th position in the league, but that gives no excuse for this sort of aggressive behavior.
I think it brings something else out of everyone, Arvind, when you come to the home of the champions to play. I think it brings that sort of extra element. I mean, it could obviously in this situation is not the greatest example, but I think this is a clear sign of what could happen. And I think we have Keegan also coming off pretty badly in that, and he's been taken away off the field there. And Westwood might have to look at changing one of his substitutions, Arvind.
This clearly throwing a spanner in the works for Coach Westwood. Coach Westwood making his way towards the referees and has both asking for some serious questions as to what the consequences of that tough challenge. Can Bengaluru FC make Mumbai pay with this set piece? Eugeneson to deliver. The crowd getting behind them. Eugeneson with a good ball in. Ghosh punches it away, but not too far. Foul called on Johnson, surprisingly. So Mumbai FC are able to deal with the threat from the set piece.
And again, you see the time-wasting tactics looking slowly. We have the substitutions coming. We have Kanteerava being substituted there. We have again Mumbai FC looking to play out. Straight on to Osano's head. Osano's first header. Plays back towards Ralte.
Chuante there replacing Keegan. Keegan clearly out of this match now with that challenge on him. Chetri now running circles around the Mumbai FC defense. Shankar looking for Reno there with a cross. The Bengaluru FC team now really have to push forward and break down this resolute Mumbai defense. Mumbai defending with all 11 of their players in their half. Chetri looking for a shot from outside. Just gets the back. Rahul over there.
You see, Ghosh trying to push his line front because I think he realizes they're playing too deep. They've given some space for Shankar to have the shot. Unfortunately, it was a bit wide. There we have Bengaluru FC making their next two changes. It looks like Robin and Beko to come on. It's Udanta coming off, and we have to see who else comes off. And Eugene coming off. This is a bit surprising, I think, to see that. But we have Robin coming on. Looks like maybe a slight change in formation as well, Arvind.
Coach Westwood taking a bit of a gamble here by finishing all his substitutions quite early in the second half. But clearly, Bengaluru FC have to win all their matches going forward. They can't afford to drop any more points. Handball shouts by the Bengaluru FC team, but the referee just wishes them away. Osano to Johnson. Johnson looking up as he makes a run into the Mumbai half. Looking for Rooney over there, but good defending by Mumbai, who are able to break down each of Bengaluru's advances so far with all 11 men behind the ball. Robin gets his first touch on the ball, slightly heavy, and he's going to have to get used to this physical game with the Mumbai FC team throwing in the challenges quite dangerously.
Yeah, but I think that is the added advantage of having a player like Robin. Arvind, his physical attributes itself should make him adjust very quickly to a game like this. and I think that's one of the primary reasons why we've brought him on. We have Johnson looking for Robin, and unfortunately wasn't able to keep that under control. We have Ghosh again. There you see taking his time to take the goal kick out.
Mumbai have been resolute in defense so far, but they haven't won themselves too many fans with their time wasting. Understandably so, they must be eagerly looking for a win. They're one of the lesser performing teams on away matches, but seem to have saved their best for this game against the former champions, Bengaluru, the reigning champions, Bengaluru FC.
The final quarter of an hour to go, Arvind. It looks like most of the game is going to be played in Mumbai's half, and again a foul there for Rooney's overuse of his upper body strength there. And again, this is situations that play completely in the favor of Mumbai FC. You can see the Mumbai FC players there asking, signaling to the bench for some liquids. These are the conditions that would really test their strength and stamina.
Mumbai, though, shouldn't have too much of a trouble playing in these conditions, considering the hot and humid conditions under which they play their home games. But I think there's going to be a greater sense of urge. That was really quite a pointless cross by the Mumbai FC player there.
But I think it's more of the type of game that they've played here today, Arvind. I think sitting back and waiting, playing without the ball, really makes you extremely tired. It's not a fun part of the game, to say the least, where you're tracking the ball the whole time. There we have Johnson winning it again. Walker playing a nice one, neat 1-2 there with Rooney. Rooney still keeping hold of the ball, looking for Chetri. Chetri makes the inside run. You've got Walker. Walker what looked like a foul again, was able to get it through.
To be content with this result, quite clearly from the way they took that restart.
I think there you see again what Mumbai FC were just trying to do, just launch a long ball in, but that was a little bit aimless. I think they are banking on the fact that they can keep their shape, and a little sort of unfortunate to sort of try attempts at clearances there that lead to a Bengaluru FC throw in. And there you can see Johnson actually seems to be holding his quad muscles there. Nothing to didn't go up for the throw in as well. Again a long lost ball from Mumbai FC towards Shankar, to knock it down for someone, unfortunately fouling a Mumbai FC player and giving a dead ball situation. You see the eagerness there. They're coming back to keep the ball.
Robin quite animated, asking the referee to get on with the game, and quite clearly Ghosh not in any real hurry. This has to be really frustrating for Coach Westwood and his team. But this is quite common sight in football now, when one team's decided to hold back and sort of be content with the sort of result there. Foul on Beko there. Johnson to take the free kick for Bengaluru. Letting it go for Reno in the end. I think it's got something to do with everybody in for this free kick. Actually, I think Johnson's gone in there for the header. This could... Long ball set in by... Foul again by Robin, called by the referee. And the player from Mumbai seems to be rolling around the ground over there. There seems to be claims of a shoulder or an elbow into his face. Not sure what happened there.
It's interesting to see, Arun, because I don't think the linesman saw much of that, because there was no flag from his end on that. But the referee clearly seemed to have caught something there and called it. And again, to get up, and clearly Robin wants to see what damage he's done, but it's not been sort of taken lightly by the Mumbai FC players.
Still looking as handsome as ever. Nothing seems to have happened to his face, so I think play should resume at the earliest. Shot shocking scenes here with the red card being shown to Robin. That's absolutely stunned the crowd here at the Kanteerava. Hasty exit and not understanding what happened there. Was it an elbow to his face? There seemed to be no call from the linesman, so the referee is taking that decision all by himself. So some rearranging of sorts would be required by Bengaluru FC.
I think we would require a couple of replays to see what exactly had happened there, and the crowd clearly showing their support for Robin there, chanting his name. As I mentioned, we are sort of unclear to what exactly happened. We have Beko trying to win the ball back from Amos. There from Amos trying to break here. He would love to make an impression here at his old club. There he gets into the box as well, makes the cross. Almost a telling move there for Mumbai FC. Amos seems to have his support here from as I mentioned, he's a local boy here. We do have a free kick given against Johnson here. This is quite interesting here from the referee on what he would do, because Johnson himself has been on a yellow card.
Interesting change up by Bengaluru FC here. Shankar seems to have moved into John Johnson's defensive role, while Johnson's moved up the pitch to partner Rooney as a striker. I don't think I've ever seen a defender move up so quickly to become a striker in his lifetime. Quite clearly, these last few minutes at the ground are tense, and we're seeing sights that are quite unusual. Ball one there by Shankar. Amos, quick feed over there. Long ball looking for Rooney, but unfortunately dispossessed. Amos now with the ball at his feet, showing off some of his skill that's made him so popular in his hometown here.
And there you see the long ball played to great effect for Mumbai at these late stages, because Bangalore is sort of committing to players up front, and there a goal kick being given. Tatsuke not happy with that. He's definitely wanted more, but given a goal kick. We have Ralte looking long, straight to Johnson. Johnson looking for the flick on for Rooney. Plays to Beko. Beko back to Johnson. Johnson with a hit. It was rather unfortunate. He couldn't catch it quite properly. I think it hit too much of his side, and we have again Ghosh going down for Mumbai City FC, and again the referee, medical staff to come on board. I really do hope, for football's sake, he does add these moments forward, Arvind.
The game really not being able to